What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm here bringing y'all my next video into this channel, which is going to be a rocket deck. I just play this for fun, just a really fun deck to play. I've been playing it at a few tournaments here and there, and yeah, I just have lots of fun with this deck. It's relatively cheap. There's only like one card in here that I play that's expensive, but it's only because I pulled it out of a pack and I was just wanted to run it. That tournament just to see how it does, and it's pretty good, but I'll just get to that whenever we actually get there. Let's go ahead and jump into the deck before. Alright, so we're playing 3 Tracer. Great card in the deck. Starts combos, extends combos, it's one of your tuners. Just a really good card overall. If you don't know what it does, it can pop a card you control, special summon a rocket. And if it does that, it locks you into dark monsters in your... You can only special summon dark monsters from your extra deck, which doesn't really matter in this deck, so... moving on, we play triple Magna Rocket. This card's really good, just being able to, well... I guess I could do it this way, just because it explains most of the rockets a lot easier. Any other rocket, basically besides Tracer and Synchron, all has their effects of whenever they're targeted by a Link monster, they do something. And Magna Rocket can destroy himself whenever he's targeted by a Link and send a monster on the field, which is really nice because it can clear up problematic stuff, you know. So that's really good. And they all have the effect, except Tracer and Synchron, to special summon a different rocket besides themselves if they're destroyed by battle or card effect on the field, which is really nice. Next is 2 Auto Rocket. This card's pretty good. It just sends a spell or trap instead of a monster, and you know, that's just good, but it's not great. That's why we play 3 Magna and 2 Auto. So then I also play 2 Silver. We're playing more of a OTK variant. If I was playing more of a go first, I'd maybe play 3 of this, maybe. But I'm playing just go second, OTK your opponent kind of thing. I know a lot of people have their rocket decks built to where they go first or second, and some of them just want to go first, set up a few negates and pass. But I just want to OTK. So that's all I'm in for. So the one of rocket monsters you play is 1 metal, 1 shell, and 1 synchron. The reason I play these ratios is kind of odd. Instead of just playing 2 metal, I just decided to play shell because it's a 2k booty, so it's pretty good for like defense over just running a second metal. But metal can pop everything on your opponent's side of the field in the same column as himself, while shell rocket can choose, and that's pretty good on its own. And then rocket synchron, whenever he's normal summon, you can special summon a level 5 or higher dark dragon monster from your grave, I believe, and that's just really nice. He's another tuner. You don't really want to draw him. You just usually add them to extend your combos or something. That's really about it. That'll do it for the rockets. Then we have, I guess, you can consider him a rocket, sure, if you want. But 3 Obserato Dragon. He's not really a rocket, but he just goes with the rockets, essentially, because if you control a rocket, you can special summon him, and then if he's sent from the field to the grave, you can add a rocket. So, I mean, that's good, but the whole thing is just special summon for free. That's the big thing. And I mean, if it's sent, you get to add a card, which is good. So, but it's mainly just it's a free summon, honestly. So then we play 2 Gateway. Gateway Dragon's really good because, well, whenever your opponent controls a Link, you can special summon them and then summon a level 4 or lower dragon type monster from your hand, which is just good. I mean, it's just a special summon and then another special summon, and then you still haven't even normal summon. That's 2 summons right there, and it's just nice. It's just really nice. It gets stuff going. Then we play 1 white dragon and 1 black dragon. We're playing Dragon Link, so of course these cards are going to be in the deck. Then we also play 1 Red Eyes Metal. Pretty standard, honestly. Any dragon combo deck, you're pretty much going to be running this card. And then I pulled this card a few nights ago. I think it was 2 nights ago exactly from whenever I'm recording this video. And I decided to throw it in. You could take it out and run a card that I was running before it, but I pulled a Chaos Levianeer Dragon, and I decided to play him, and he's really nice. But I'm not playing the Brotar, so it's kind of odd. You either draw them or you don't, which is kind of odd, honestly. But basically, all you're gonna do instead of running him is that you just run like a Tempest or something. It just makes the deck so much cheaper and just much more affordable. That's what I was doing before, and it worked perfectly fine. You get away with just running a Tempest over a Legionnaire. But I just like this card. It's pretty good because you can banish a light, and you can banish three. You banish three to summon it, you know. So you banish either all darks, all lights, or a light and a dark. And there's those occasions where you are banishing a light and a dark, so you get to destroy 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field, which is nice. And most of the time you're just going to be banishing 3 dark though, and then just shuffling 1 random from their hand, which is pretty good on its own. So either way it goes, it's a win-win with this card. Either you see it or you don't, because I don't play Brotar. So. As for the only hand trap I play, I just play 2 Nibiru. Simple. I really don't want to brick on other hand traps. Instead of like running other hand traps, you'll see what I'm running instead. So I just decided to stick with 2 Nibiru, and it's been working out just fine. That's really all you need. You could be running like Ash or Valor or Ogre or Bell, you know, just any of those other hand traps, but I'm just running Nibiru just because it's a good card. Stops a few decks, so if you go against like Salad or something, before they try to leave their main phase, you could just drop Nibiru and they just can't activate their traps after that point, and you just get rid of their token and OTK, which is nice. 3 Quick Launch, probably your best spell in the deck just because it's not once per turn, and if you draw multiple copies, you can just keep activating them, which is just nice. Special Summons Rocket if you didn't know. And then instead of playing more hand traps, I just decided to go with 3 Call by the Grave because I just want all my stuff to resolve, and without it being able to resolve, it kind of sucks. I mean, you could play through like an Ash or a Valor, or you could play through like an Ash, Valor. You can play through at least 2 hand traps is all I'm trying to get at. The only thing you can't really play through is Nibiru. Either you get Nibiru'd and then you have a follow-up, or you get Nibiru'd and you just pass. That's just how it is. But 3 Callby just gives you that extra edge of actually getting everything to resolve and keeping your stuff going. Which is why I just decided to run 3 Called instead of like 3 Ash or 3 Valor, or just 3 of some other hand trap. Then we're also playing 2 Dragon Shrine. Card's pretty standard, honestly. I just like it because you can send your Obscurata Dragon to then search off like a Synchron or a Tracer, or just, you know, anything that you need in your hand, which is just super good. Then we play 2 Polyamane. You could just do 2 Super Poly if you want, but I like 2 Poly because if you open up with this in your hand, you're going towards like the end of your combo, and if you have Super Poly in your hand and you have nothing else discardable, you're not going to use that Super Poly. But if you have Poly in hand and you're going towards the end of your combo, at least you could summon a Borload Furious Dragon towards the end of your combo to then get rid of something else if you absolutely need to, which is just nice. So it works for the best, honestly. So yeah. Anyways, continuing on, we have 2 Squib Draw. Card's really great, I think. You just pop a Rocket Monster and then draw 2. So it's basically Pot of Greed, and a lot of times whenever you're activating this card, you could just go ahead and get rid of that 1 Rocket Monster that you had and still do your combos, or you're just activating it to try and draw 2 cards to try and combos. So if you like brick with a few rockets that just don't do anything because you don't have any other follow-ups, you just normal one of your rockets, Squib Draw, and hope for the best at that point. You could easily just go Striker Dragon into something and then Special 2, you know. But it just really depends on what's in your hand. So, I mean, as of right now, Squib Draw is one of my favorite cards, I guess I could say, just because it's got me out of a lot of hands that were just dead, and it gave me some draws that actually let me play. Then we're also playing 1 Boot Sector Launch. Really good card. You only need 1 now, because now we have a Striker Dragon, which just straight up adds it from deck, which is nice. So. Then we also play the 1 Dragon Ravine. Good card, great card. It's basically another Dragon Shrine for the deck, except it's in a field spell, and you just don't have to play a 3rd Dragon Shrine, and you can play, you can play Romulus to add it. So it's basically an addable Dragon Shrine, which is nice. And then we play one Boral Regenerator. It's basically Monster Reborn, but for a rocket, you can only target rockets and equip it to it. So, and then we play one actual Monster Reborn because Monster Reborn is kind of strong in the deck, honestly. Just being able to just bring something back without any repercussions is just good. But anyways, on to the side deck. We play one Striker Dragon. Great card, good card. Like I said, adds Boot Sector Launch and pretty much gets your combos going. Then we play Piston LP, Dragon Link, what can I say? We play one Galaxy Satellite Dragon. It's just a Link 2 to go into if you use Tracer's Effect. It's a dark and it's a dragon, so pretty easy to go into. Then we play one Herratic Seal. If you end up going first, you can set this up, which is nice. Then these cards are just kind of in there, I guess. Necessarily don't want to play them, but Nightmare Phoenix, probably would take this out for a Romulus. But I've been playing it like this, and it's actually been okay, so I can't really complain too much. One Ingrisu, you can probably replace this for like just anything you want, really. But I've been using it to help get around like Avermax and what's the other one? The BLS Link. I've been using it to help me get around those. One Triple Burst. It's just a good card, honestly. You can't really go wrong, I guess. Borsor Dragon, just OTK. Borlow Dragon, just a good card. If you're going first, you could like set it up, and it's just like more defense. One Saruja, just a combo extender, really. One Zoroboros, if you go against like Orcust or something that banishes a lot, going into this card could probably win you a game. One Scarlet, you could probably, if you have it, I just run Borload Savage. I'm just running this because I don't have a Borload Savage, and you can make this for time, which is pretty good. One Borload Furious, good card, great card. You poly it out, and you can just pretty much remove another card just by targeting a card, which is just good. And then the one Predaplant Fusion, if you have Starving Venom or Starving. Still haven't bought a Starving, because I'm lazy. Anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and jump to the side. Video's going a little bit longer than expected. Lance's Orcust Thunder, one extra Nibiru if you need it. Triple Super Poly, just for Thunder mainly. Or just heroes. It could even be for heroes. Two Twin, back row heavy decks, just say no. Still only one Dark Ruler no more because I still haven't went up to my locals to buy any more. 3 red reboot. Trap decks are kind of a thing at all 3 locals that I play at, so I just don't want to run into that problem of I can't play because there's too many traps. And then 2 Typhoon if you need it. So, in the situations that I play in, a lot of people are playing like Order and stuff in their side, so Typhoons just come in to help. But yeah, that is my Rocket deck that I just play around for fun. It's a good deck to play, it's fun to play. It can be cheap if you just take out the Levianeer for a Tempest. But yeah, that's my deck. Hope you guys liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.